Our mission at GBA is to use the power of sport and physical activity to transform communities and tackle inequalities in Berkshire. We collaborate with partners across a variety of sectors to ensure everyone has equal opportunity to get active, as well as addressing wider social outcomes. This year has been extremely busy, and GBA have been involved in an amazing variety of activities, from forums and workshops, workforce training and support, and distributing funding via the Together Fund, Starting Life Well Fund, and Opening Up Schools Facilities funding. Our strategic work, supporting local authorities, public health, the NHS, police and DWP, have also provided us many opportunities to promote the amazing benefits of an active lifestyle.
I'm James Gregg, Strategic Lead for Starting Life Well at Berkshire Active. Our Starting Life Well work supports young people right up to the age of early to mid-20s. The purpose of it is to support our most in need and underserved young people who face barriers to sport and physical activity. The purpose of the funding is to provide out of curriculum physical activities before school, holidays, after school and at weekends. In about year one we had about 15 projects. We're up to nearly 20 now at year two, verging on year three. We've had a whole range of projects, but a lot of centred around sort of girls' fitness, gym-based activities. But we've also had swimming projects and to support schools who have had challenges of getting their young people swimming after the pandemic. It's a short timescale in which we had to sign up schools in year one and distribute the funding. But apart from that, it was like really a good project to engage with schools. So a challenge, but also there were benefits through the quick nature of the work. The main thing that we've learned from opening school facilities is that we've had successful projects where multiple people within schools have been involved in a project. Head teachers, heads of PE, school business managers, and they've been the most successful. Is to carry out learning sessions so that schools are better connected and they can support each other, and that this will mean that their projects will develop and be sustained for the long term.
Hi, I'm Izzy Heath and I'm the Physical Activity Development Officer at Berkshire Active. The Starting Life Well Fund pot is a funding pot aimed for children and young people ages 5 to 18. The aim of the fund is to tackle inequalities and provide sporting and physical activity opportunities for young people. This year we have managed to fund 6 programmes, which includes upskilling at least 14 young people in their first steps into coaching and leadership, and we have 4 more programmes which will be coming up into the new year. Some of the projects include Leo Circus, which provides young people an opportunity to have their first steps into circus and aerial abilities. This is an opportunity for children to grow their confidence, their communication skills and also their leadership. Another programme we've recently had running is with the Sports Collective, which was aimed at children and young people in order to take their first steps into leadership courses. Some of the challenges that we found within our partners is having the people to be able to help run the courses. One of the ways that we've helped to overcome this is being able to upskill specific young people or any leaders into being able to deliver the sessions themselves. One of the ongoing barriers that we've seen with our partners is the financial strain that it takes in order to deliver these programmes. One of the ways we have overcome it is by linking our partners together, creating a little network which provides them the opportunity to share and hire venues together. However, despite this, we are still seeing an ongoing challenge with how we can maintain these programmes in the financial crisis that we're currently in. One of the key learnings from the fund that we found is that linking our partners and creating a network has seemed to be beneficial for everyone. Then being able to share their learnings, their challenges and their successes provides them the opportunity to be able to develop their own ideas and also their programmes.
I'm Sarah Ashton and I'm the Early Years and Family Coordinator. Our aim in the Early Years and Family project is to encourage increased levels of physical activity for children from conception to 5 years. We've been working with a range of partners and workforces to engage them in opportunities for training, funding and to help support with specific projects particularly focused around physical activity. Initially, our training took place in a central location between Reading and Slough, and uptake of this was good. The training sessions consisted of theory and practical focused on the early years and physical activity within this area. We found it harder to fill those spaces as time went on, and we wondered whether this is due to the nature of the profession. It's hard to release staff due to ratios and capacity in settings. One thing that's been really positive this year is going out to the settings and delivering the workshops. It means that staff are able to attend because I'm going into the setting and I'm coinciding it with either inset days or staff training days. So the attendance has raised. So far in Reading, I've gone out to 3 different settings and delivered the training, and I've been able to cover around 50 members of staff. It's to continue that momentum of being engaged with the early years advisors, particularly in Reading and Slough. This is going really well, and we've had 3 settings in Slough that have been identified as needing support. So we'd like to continue with that work.
School Games is a national programme which we deliver locally, working in partnership with our county's SGOs. It's all about giving opportunities to people who face barriers taking part in sport and physical activity. Our last major event was last summer, where we had a big multi-sport event. We had 795 participants at 55 schools, with over a quarter of the participants with a SEND background, also split 50-50 between girls and boys. With our School Games investment, we're going to continue with delivering activities. We're going to have a multi-sport festival in July, but we're also going to have a schools conference for primary and secondaries to really put across the benefits of school sport and physical activity and how it can meet wider whole school outcomes.
Hi, my name's Nick West-Oram. I'm the Director of Operations and Development at Get Berkshire Active. This area of work is really about looking at how we can affect the local system in terms of the barriers and the underlying structural problems that affect physical activity levels. And what we're trying to do with this piece of work is to find the underlying causes, if we go further upstream, as to why people are less active locally. The main challenges that we've encountered around our system work really comes down to the complexity of the work we're trying to do and the pressures on our local partners. So there's lots of issues around resources, capacity and politics within our local partners that are affecting the timescales that we want to implement this work within. We've learned that it's really important to articulate and to identify what the structural level problem is that we're trying to tackle within the systems work. So for example, if the issue that we identify is about policies, then it's really important that our partners understand what we mean by that and that they come up with the reasons and the things that will make the biggest change if we can make a change within that policy environment. We've been building on the work we did last year to start to understand what we mean by systems thinking as an organisation, and we've started to embed that across our whole team so that it becomes something that every team member is working towards when they're looking at the objectives for their work. Continue to work on the systems thinking development in the boroughs that we're working with at the moment, and to embed some structural level intervention plans where we're actually making changes to the systems in each of those boroughs, and for that to be embedded across all 6 boroughs. This year has seen the completion of the Together Fund, which is a programme we've been running on behalf of Sport England since 2020. It was developed during COVID as a response to the impact of the pandemic, as a way to support local organisations with funding to help them through some very difficult times and to support local people. One of the main challenges that we saw was the ability of local organisations to be able to cope with the type of measurement and evaluation information that we were asking them to collect. And part of our work going forward will be to help smaller organisations put in place systems and ways that they can undertake that type of monitoring and evaluation work.
Hi, my name's Ryan and I'm the lead officer for Workforce and Network Resilience here at Get Berkshire Active.
So for the resilience support, we responded to the cost of living crisis, and organisations indicated that they had concerns around funding, around marketing and social media, and around working with more volunteers. So we put on different workshops, online workshops and one-to-one support addressing those main key aims. Successes were we had over 95 organisations take part in at least one area of support, with over 50% of them producing longer-term sustainability plans. So one of the key areas we've learned is to not assume the support that we think we should provide to the organisations, and actually consult with them, because they are the ones going through the scenarios. So we've recently launched the Workforce Development Grants, which aims to provide financial support to help individuals on their coaching journey. We've supported 15 people so far to really kind of further their skills around coaching and delivering in Berkshire.
Hello, I'm Kathy Carr, Strategic Lead for Living Life Well. My role involves our work with adults and most notably our pregnancy and postnatal work across Berkshire. Our maternity work started back in 2019, where we delivered a 6-month pilot for new mums across Slough and Wokingham. This was independently evaluated. We offered weekly classes such as Pilates and yoga in the heart of deprived communities for women experiencing low mood or more serious mental health issues. This work has developed and expanded significantly over the last few years to include the launch of a Berkshire-wide physical activity maternity network, and this brings together a diverse range of workforces to share learning, hear from experts in this field, and support more pregnant and postnatal women adopt more active lifestyles. Key successes have included supporting over 90 different workforces through the This Mum Moves ambassador training, as well as working collaboratively with Sport in Mind, who have been overseeing the delivery of the classes in the community. This has been a great partnership and a good model to consider for other programmes. There's always challenges in the work we do. One of the key challenges is probably the pressures that the maternity services are facing, and advocating for physical activity as a key priority is often a challenge. So I've learned that being adaptable is really important, and ensuring that we work collaboratively with lots of different partners. I have many aspirations for the future of this work, but hopefully securing further funding to offer more local physical activity opportunities to women across different communities, as well as longer term having the This Mum Moves training as mandatory for all midwives going forward.
Hi, my name's Kirsty. I'm the Strategic Lead for Ageing Well at Get Berkshire Active. Our Ageing Well work features key areas that offer other partners working in this field, as well as Berkshire residents that would benefit from being more active. You will soon hear about our community-based provision from my colleague Kate, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the other work in this area. One of our key successes for Ageing Well since April last year are our 2 Live Longer Better webinars, which covered managing frailty and going digital. They provide a platform for local partners to improve their knowledge regarding the ageing process and highlight how important it is to tackle systemic issues to support older people to be more active during the life stage. We have attracted a huge range of physical activity and health and social care colleagues to these events, with our most recent webinar seeing over 100 attendees. We know that connecting with health and social care colleagues is key to having an impact at scale on the lives of our ageing population, and it's no secret that this system is under huge pressure, making this a challenging task. Therefore, this isn't just about working with those within the system, equipping them with the tools, resources and skills to support them to make changes, but we must influence the mindset of the individuals themselves and those that care about them, helping them to see the benefit that moving more can have on their health and well-being, meaning they can live longer, better.
Hi, my name is Kate and I am the Ever Active Agent Officer for Get Berkshire Active, and I deliver the reconditioning programme and the Ever Active programme on behalf of GBA. So with our Ever Active programme, our main focus is to improve the strength, stamina, suppleness and skill of our older adults who attend our sessions, and we call those the 4 S's. We have around 30 new registrations every quarter. Every session has an average of around 10 people attend per session. And we have around 6 sessions, 6 weekly sessions at the moment taking place in both the Reading area and the West Berkshire area. The main challenge for us is actually getting people to the sessions. Okay, people do want to do the sessions, but we often hear that we can't get there, or there's not a bus route, or my mobility isn't good enough for me to walk there. So to get over those challenges, we work closely with our friends at Age UK Berkshire and Age UK Reading, and we promote their out and about service. And so what that does is they provide minibuses, all free of charge, and they then take the older adults to the sessions. So a lot of our people who come to our sessions use the out and about service, which is provided by Age UK. One of the main key learnings for me when delivering the Everactive programme is that it's not a one size fits all. I wouldn't go to all my different venues placed in different areas of Reading or West Berkshire and deliver the same class. This is where I go to their homes and deliver one-to-one personal training sessions that are designed to improve their strength and their mobility and their balance. So it's a movement ability check where we record and monitor their progress with their strength and their balance and their confidence throughout the duration that they're with us during the reconditioning programme. I was looking at our results. We found that every client who completed the reconditioning programme, all clients improved their strength ability, their stamina ability, and improved their confidence. And the average improvement with all 3 of those were around 50%.
Hi, I'm Maria. I'm the support officer for the active medicine programme at GBA Berkshire Active. So I manage all the admin side of things for the active medicine programme. The entire aim of our programme is to upskill, increase the knowledge and confidence of healthcare professionals in having conversations about physical activity. Over 2023, we ran 41 workshops reaching 692 participants. So before and after the workshops, we always ask them how confident they feel in having these conversations and how important they think these conversations are. We always find that when participants leave the workshop, they find that their knowledge and also their confidence increases. There's a lot of information to deliver within the 1-hour workshops, and we found that participants have found that they wanted the workshops to maybe run slightly longer. So what we've done to try to overcome this is focus on the most important parts of the workshop so that they leave knowing what is important.
Finally, I want to say a massive thank you to all those organisations who choose to work with us and support us, including the National Active Partnership Team and of course Sport England for their funding.